Alright, let's interrogate this William. Apparently tavern doors on this side.
You shouldn't be walking around by yourself.
It's William, right? I need to talk to you.
What is it? Do we know each other? Do I owe you money?
My name's Henry, and no, we don't know each other, and you don't owe me money. But we do have something in common. We have a lot of mutual friends.
What? What do you want of me? I don't have to talk to you.
You don't need to. I can go and chat with the guards instead. Tell them you're the one hurting those girls.
What? I don't have anything to do with any girls.
Really? You? A notorious skirt chaser? Do you think anyone will believe you?
I just got back to the city. I don't know what you're trying to pin on me, but whatever it is, I didn't do it.
But everyone remembers you. You better spit it out before someone points the finger at you.
Come on. All right then. Ask away.
Did you know Alice?
I know a lot of Alice's. You have to be more specific.
The one they found dead somewhere below the town walls.
Oh, her. I didn't know her, but I heard about it.
There. It looks better already.
I heard she used to go to dances.
Yeah, and? I'm not the only musician in the city. I really didn't know her.
They say she had a rich young suitor.
Sticky.
Do you know anything about that?
Me? Do I look rich to you? I get paid in food.
But you could at least pass yourself off as wealthy.
Or I could claim to be the Virgin Mary, but I doubt anyone would believe me.
Falling my way today.
And I hear you knew Stanya,
Which one do you mean?
the alehouse wench from the hole. I heard you had something with her too.
Well, she batted her eyes at me a couple of times when I was still playing there. A nice girl, but I didn't know her much.
And the innkeeper Mole told me a different story. He said you were the one coming on to her.
Fine, we had a bit of fun together. But she was always the one who started it.
And aren't you just saying that because she left you?
Oh, come on! I could have any woman, if I wanted. The innkeeper must have got it mixed up. He's an old drunkard after all. If I was you, I wouldn't take him too seriously.
Do you remember Zdena? You knew her, didn't you?
Do I know Zdena? As wild as the wind and always full of life. And those nimble fingers. You always had to check your purse around her.
Did she steal something from you?
A traveling minstrel doesn't have much to steal, but she was well aware of that. She was on the lookout for some better prey.
You don't happen to know who she wanted to rob?
There were lots. Anyone she thought was rich enough who let her ply her charms for a while. Like young von Groller. When he started coming here, she got to him right away. Said she was gonna rob him blind. Far as I know, she didn't succeed. If she robbed a noble like von Groller, word would get around.
And did you ever meet Yarka? It was a long time ago, but I heard she used to hang around you a lot. And Father Prokop didn't like it.
Oh, that one. Aye, she was very keen on my company for a while, but then she stopped coming.
Because somebody killed her.
I know what happened was a tragedy, but it wasn't my fault. She stopped talking to me long before that. Honest.
And did you know she was pregnant?
What? Yarka was... That's horrible. Who would kill a pregnant woman?
That's what I'd like to find out. What about the unwilling father-to-be? It wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
What? Mine? I never even got under her skirt. We just flirted a bit, and then she stopped coming by.
And can you tell me anything else about it?
I don't know anything. It was a long time ago. You said so yourself. Look, why are you asking me about all this? You don't seriously think I killed her, do you?
Well, you did know them all.
And? I'm surely not the only one.
That may be true. But everybody knows you're a skirt chaser, and they were all pretty girls. And now, they're dead.
but I had nothing to do with it.
Confess, or this won't end well for you.
What do you mean, won't end well?
If you come clean and get lucky, they'll hang you. If not, you'll get the rack. So, did you do it?
No, I didn't!
Good. I believe you. But if any clue leads me back here to you, I won't give you a second chance.
You won't hear about me again, I swear to God.
I apologize.
Where are you going? Okay, just gonna have to sit there, huh? Hmm.
Go! Go!
Looks like some random bandits, nothing to really worry about.
Whoa! Whoa! I need to ask you something.
I don't have time for that. Ask the foreman. You'll find him around here somewhere.
Alright.
May God give you health, sir.
I'm looking for someone named Stanya.
You're in a charcoal camp, fella. What would a woman be doing here?
But you know Stanya, don't you?
Aye. You could say that. Why?
I'm looking for the killer of a girl in town. And I heard that someone also tried to kill this Stanya.
That's true. She told me something like that. But that was a long time ago.
So you don't know what became of her?
I really don't know, mate. But even if I did know, how can I be sure you aren't that killer?
Lumir himself, the Kuttenberg bailiff's former scribe, gave me the task. He was looking into her disappearance, and he sent me to find her.
Well, I don't know. I remember Lumir. He was all right. That's all true, but
But what? What are you still brooding over?
you seem like the right man for a job like that. Sorry, but after all that happened to Stanya, I like to be careful.
So Stanya is here?
Aye. She's hiding with us.
Okay.
Since that thing happened, she's afraid to even go outside. I don't know what to do with her anymore.
Can I speak to her?
If it'll help you. She's hiding in that cottage, but be nice to her. She's in a bad way. She used to be such a gutsy girl. Take care, friend.
Who are you? How did you find me? If you came here to finish what you started, I'm not afraid of you. I'll claw your eyes out.
Don't be afraid. Barton told me where to find you.
Barton sent you to me. What do you want from me?
Lumir thought you were dead. I was supposed to find out what happened to you.
Lumir? From the rat house. He sent you.
Exactly. Someone killed a girl in Kuttenberg. Lumir thought it might be connected with you, so maybe you could help us find out who did it.
How can I help you when I haven't been in Kuttenberg since... I don't even know when.
You disappeared from the hole in the wall without saying goodbye. Without a word. What happened?
Someone attacked me when I was coming home from the baths one night. I managed to get away, but I was so afraid. I decided to run away from Kuttenberg.
Did you see who it was?
Not at all. I didn't see anything until he jumped out of the shadows and grabbed me around the neck. And he was terribly strong. I nearly blacked out right away.
And how did you manage to break free?
I had an empty pitcher in my hand, and I hit him with it. He howled and let me go, and I ran away.
Here? To the charcoal burners?
No, first to my room in the hole. I was so scared there. I took what I could and ran. Here, to Barton.
And your lover? What did he say?
At first he was horrified, because I had cut myself on a shard from the pitcher and was all bloody. He's been hiding me here since then.
You walked home from the baths at night?
What's so odd about that?
Well, at night, the baths are...
Ah, right. I went there after closing. I always brought the girls a pitcher of wine or ale and took a bath while they drank it.
Ah. So that's why you had the empty pitcher you hit him with?
Right. I went there regularly. Every week.
The same way every time?
Aye, always the same way. The shortest one. I didn't want to stay out too long at night.
And who knew that you went by yourself to the baths?
Well, everyone from the tavern, I reckon. I didn't hide it.
Do you remember anything important about the attacker? What he looked like? What he was wearing?
I don't know anything. It was at night. He grabbed me from behind, and then I ran and never turned back.
And what about when you hit him? What did he do?
He let me go and cursed.
Aha. And what did he say?
He said Scheisse in German.
Oh, he's German. Okay.
Seems you're the only one to survive the killer's attack. I know it isn't easy for you to think about it, but try to remember something else about that moment, or when you were running away. Anything can help us, even if it seems insignificant.
I don't know. It's all like in a fog.
You were walking down the street. Did you notice anything before he attacked you?
No, nothing.
You didn't see anything or hear anything?
Actually, I knew the side street wasn't empty. I heard somebody talking, but when I looked, there was nobody there. So when somebody grabbed me, I completely froze.
Did you understand what they were talking about?
Not at all. But there were two voices. Two of them waiting for me there.
It's difficult, I understand. But I need you to think hard one more time. Aside from those voices and the empty street, what else do you remember?
I didn't hear him at all. And then he grabbed me.
And nothing else? Did he grab your hair?
Well, no. He grabbed me by the throat right away and squeezed. Just for a moment, but I still had a big bruise round my neck for weeks. Barton said the man must have had a terribly strong grip, like a miner or swordsman.
Hmm.
How are you now?
I'm still awful scared. I can't fall asleep knowing that, and I can't even really leave the house.
I reckon that'll be all.
I'm sorry I'm not able to help you more.
You don't need to apologize.
Thank you. Could I ask you for a favor?
If it's in my power.
When you catch that bastard, would you please let me know? So I can finally stop being afraid.
I'll stop by if I can.
I'll be with you.
Really starting to think that it's not William.
I bought a lovely U-boat the other day for a great price. What's good to...
Bards usually aren't known for being the strong type. Kinda hoping we hit an encounter on the way. Doesn't look like I'm gonna be that lucky. Oh, well, actually. Yeah, we did, but we didn't go the way I expected, so God, fucking dude. If I'm mounting the horse, it should put me on the horse.
Ah! Go! This one. Gah! Go!
Whoa! Whoa!
Going the right way. Oh well. We hadn't made it too far, so can easily correct that.
Quick!
Whoa!
God bless you, sir.
Are you Pine?
I am. Why?
I'm looking for his Denner.
I don't know any Stenner.
Sternad said something different.
You're a friend of Sternard's, are you?
Ah, God forbid. That's all I need. A friend like that bastard. But he was the only one who really knew Denner.
You're right there. Stenner was always cursing him. He was as lazy as a pig, but always wanted his share.
So you knew Denner? Can you tell me anything about her?
I know Stenner all right, but she ain't been here in some time. Why are you looking for her? What do you want from her?
I'm looking for a... Back in the city, they think she's either dead or run off somewhere. And you're the last person to see her before she went missing.
Kurva.
What can you tell me about Zdenna?
She always had it hard. She lost her parents and her home as a child. She had to learn to take care of herself.
And what about Sternad? How does he fit into this?
Stannard was her guardian angel, as she used to say. If she hadn't been thieving with him, she probably would have ended up a whore. But by sharing with him, she could do what she wanted.
Uh-huh. I'm surprised she stuck with him as long as she did.
That's because she had a hideout somewhere nearby. That's why she'd come to me with her loot, before they taxed her on the spot. And the last time she was here, she said one more haul like this, and she'd be able to go wherever she wanted, to Prague or Vienna.
I heard she wanted to sell you some valuables. Is that true?
Oh, aye. She had a good haul. No rubbish. Mostly jewelry, rings, one signet ring with a coat of arms and everything. She left it all here. I paid her a pretty sum of coin. It was a good thing she had a basket with her. Otherwise, she couldn't have carried it all.
And what about that signet ring? Do you still have it?
She didn't sell me the ring. She wanted to keep it. Said it'd bring her luck someday.
Do you know what kind of luck she meant? Did you recognize the signet on the ring?
No, I didn't recognize that signet. But all the while, Dana was giggling to herself. I reckon she had her eye on another mark.
Where did she go next from here? You said she had a lot of coin on her.
That she did. She also had a feeling someone was following her. Someone on a horse.
Someone followed her on a horse from Kuttenberg. Did she say what he looked like?
She didn't. At first, she thought it was some wealthy lord out for a ride. But he held back. Never passed by her and...
And did you see him? Did he come all the way here?
No. But Zdena thought he would show. She even left her scarf here and paid some girl to walk around with it to make it look like she was still here.
And then where'd she go?
She wanted to go the back way, through the woods, so nobody could follow her. Past the woods is a road and a ford across a stream. Next to it is a huge boulder. When it rains, the water can rise fast. The road goes on to Kuttenberg.
Well, if it leads back to the road and there was really someone following her, I reckon if they saw she was long in returning, they could have waited for her at the ford, no?
Fuck! That's quite possible. I made a point of looking, but I didn't see any riders that day. So I forgot about it.
Is Denna's scarf? Do you still have it?
Aye. I wanted to give it back to her the next time she came.
Will you give it to me? I'll try having my dog track her down.
All the same to me. Here you go. But it's been a long time. I don't know if it will help.
And could it have been Father Prokop following her?
What do I know? If he has a horse and fancy clothes. But why would he do it?
I heard he wanted to find her an honest job, but she wasn't interested.
I don't know. She didn't say nothing about that.
Well, I'll go and check out that ford. Maybe I'll find something there.
I hope you don't. I wish you a blessed evening.
Track! Come here!
Be smarter to go to the location before we have him do that.
Quick! Go! This must be that basket of silver Zdena was carrying with her. She wouldn't have just left that here, but where did it come from? Maybe it rolled down the hill? Come here! Here, Matt. Search. What have you found, boy? Poor thing. She didn't get very far. Ugh, she's been lying here a long time. At first glance, this body isn't as mutilated as the others. Unfortunately, I can't tell if somebody strangled her like the others. She's been lying here too long for that, but her head is smashed in. Either the murderer hit her with a rock, or dashed her hard against the ground. She must have put up a fight. Or maybe he lost his patience. Oh, she's all stuck to her clothes. They're torn up, but I don't see any cuts. The rips are odd. Like someone was looking for something. Oh, I can't make much out by now, but it seems as if the fingers on her right hand are broken. Did the murderer torture her? Or was he trying to get something out of her hand? Oh, my God. Oh, something fell out of her. A signet ring. Oh, that must be the one she stole. How did it get inside her? Did she swallow it herself? Or did the murderer shove it in there? Was she trying to hide it? Or was it punishment for stealing? Well, that's enough. But what does it all mean? I'd say she put up a decent fight, and the killer had to improvise, and that's about all I can find out. She's probably been lying here a few weeks, but that ring is a good lead. Heal! Search!
Okay, we use that. I guess the only thing for us to do is to head back to the city now. Yeah. Except for the fact when we get there, it's gonna be nighttime. God damn it. It'll be okay. Let's wake him up, if we can.
I found out some interesting things about those murders. Just like you said.
That's wonderful news. But wait a while. I promised Catherine we'd wait for her.
You know Catherine?
She came to see me soon after you did, and started asking me questions. Just like you.
Will you send for her? So, we're all here.
I hope nobody else shows up. How did it go?
I reckon I've found out all I can.
And do you know who the murderer is?
Not exactly, but I have a few ideas.
I've asked around a bit, and I have my own suspicions.
Is that so? See, I was trying to recall some more details, and I had someone come to mind as well.
Oh, I didn't do all this for nothing, did I?
Well,
Well? Who do you suspect now?
Well, I'd say William did it. The minstrel.
You can't be serious. He's innocent.
Uh-huh. And who do you think it was?
Prokop. I'm sure of it.
No. Really? That's impossible. It couldn't have been him.
So I see we disagree. Too bad. We could have been done with it quickly.
Well, who do you think it was then?
I'm not entirely sure. First, I'll tell you what I found out, and then it might be easier for us.
Go on then. Starting with who?
Let's see.
Let's talk about Yarka. The one raised by Father Prokop.
What did you learn about her?
Yarka started working for the von Grolla family, where she remained until her death.
I was there to ask whether she'd given them any trouble, but they said she was always thorough and reliable.
Ah, so what's the story with von Grolls?
A very wealthy and important family. The mother is quite devout, known to spend a lot of time in prayer. Old von Grolla's been sick for years. Can't even get out of bed.
So, who runs affairs?
That would be young Hendel. They say he's quite successful.
Prokop also admitted that he didn't know how to handle her, and perhaps he was too strict.
What do you expect from a Bible thumper? Man punishes and God forgives. It never occurs to them that if man didn't punish, God wouldn't have to forgive.
Well, maybe I wouldn't hold it against him. He really tried to make sure she was well taken care of. He wanted to find her a husband, too.
And did you learn who he found?
No. I think it fell apart when Yarka started rebelling. And now, most importantly, Yarka was pregnant when they killed her.
I didn't know that. Do you know for sure? So they gutted her.
To make it impossible to tell she was pregnant? I wouldn't be surprised.
May God forgive us.
Do you know who she was pregnant with? Because if we know who the father is, we'll likely know who the killer is.
She didn't tell Prokop.
It had to be someone from those dances. Maybe William.
Before her death, I heard she often went to dances.
There's nothing wrong or surprising about that. But maybe she found someone there.
Maybe. Prokop was convinced that she went to see William. That was actually the only name he mentioned.
That doesn't mean anything.
It means she had some relationship with William. Or at least knew him.
Prokop didn't just raise her out of the goodness of his heart. He was actually her uncle.
Really? But he still could have killed her.
His own relative.
Why not? He's a priest. I'm sure he knows the story of Cain and Abel.
Prokop is convinced that she was murdered by that bard, William.
And I agree with him. I heard the daughters of important men come to see him. It even went so far he had to flee the city. And the moment he's back, there's another murder.
I don't agree. I saw him play, and he doesn't look like a murderer. A seducer? Perhaps. But there's something about him. Maybe it's just his songs.
But he's a skirt chaser. If he got Yarka pregnant, then...
Perhaps. But why would he kill and mutilate her? He could have just run away.
But then he could never come back.
Why not? He could come back a year later, once things have died down, the child would be born, the shame forgotten, and nobody would bring it up again.
I suppose that makes sense. That's all I was able to find out.
You still found out more than I did.
But it's not enough. We still don't know who the killer is.
But we can agree that she was killed because of her pregnancy, can't we?
Agreed. Somebody got rid of her to make sure nobody found out she was pregnant.
I'm sure William wanted...
William isn't the only man with a prick. And he certainly didn't use it to strangle her to death.
Such language. What are you trying to say?
That William isn't the only man in the city. It could have been anyone. And now we'll never find out.
I'm not saying it couldn't have been him. Though I don't think it was. It just seems foolish to only focus on him.
I suppose you're right. Let's forget it.
I managed to find Stanya.
Alive? You found her alive?
I did. Alive and well. Hiding with the charcoal burners.
So, she's not one of our victims?
She is. She just managed to escape the killer. She said she was attacked on her way home from the baths. She heard somebody talking in a side street, but it was empty. But when she walked by, someone grabbed her by the throat and started strangling her.
And how did she manage to get away?
She was holding an empty pitcher, and she smashed the killer in the face with it. He either got startled or hurt, but he let her go.
Did she get a look at him? Did she take his eye out or something?
No, she didn't stop to find out. Just ran. Which is probably why she survived.
And what about the blood in the bedroom?
She cut her hand on the broken pitcher. She didn't stay in her room for long. She was still so scared that she grabbed her things and ran off to her beloved charcoal burner.
Let's see, where were we? Alright. Let's start here.
Well, according to Stanya, the murderer had a terribly strong grip. Her neck was bruised for almost a month.
Doesn't almost every man have a strong grip?
Depending on what they take in hand every day. A tankard, a quill, or a hammer.
Except none of our suspects are miners or blacksmiths, eh? Stanya mentioned young von Grolle used to visit her. She said he was quite fond of her.
After a few beers, everyone wants to cop a feel. You have to nip it in the bud without upsetting anyone, because it could end badly.
Besides that, she also recalled hearing 2 voices in the alley. Someone was talking to the killer.
So we have a witness. Now, just to find him.
Or an accomplice. If I remember correctly, the other one must have seen the whole thing, right? And he didn't go to report it.
According to Stanya, the murderer didn't say a word the entire time.
That's strange, right? I'd expect him to at least call her a whore.
The only word he uttered was when she smashed him in the face with the pitcher. He said Scheisse.
So, we're looking for a German?
Even I say Scheiße sometimes, and I'm not German.
She said she returned from the baths in the evening regularly, and somebody knew exactly which way she would take and where to wait for her.
You mean someone followed her beforehand to figure out where to ambush her?
Who knew that she went to the baths?
Apparently everyone in the tavern. She didn't hide the fact. She also said she was sure it wasn't Mole. He may be a pig, but the evening she ran home, he was in bed snoring. Stanya admitted that she knows William. He flirted with her and tried to get to know her better, but nothing came of it.
And that's probably why I wanted to kill her. And likely rape her before that.
Well, perhaps, but Stanya doesn't think so. She's sure it wasn't William, and no matter what they say about him, in her eyes he's a good lad. And that's all that Stanya told me.
I'm so glad that girl is alive.
Me too. At least someone's had a little luck. Does she want to come back, or will she stay with the charcoal burners?
I don't think she'll come back. She's so scared now they'll come back for her, she doesn't even leave the house. I managed to find Zdena.
You found her? Is she alive too?
No. Unfortunately, she's dead.
And where did you find her?
Pretty far away. Near the mill she used to sell things at. Someone caught her in the forest when she was coming home with a load of coin and killed her. I reckon she put up a hell of a fight. So the killer got nervous and ended things quickly.
So he didn't strangle or mutilate her?
She'd been lying in the woods for a long time, so I couldn't really tell. But he definitely didn't hack her up like the others. Judging by what her accomplice said, she robbed someone good. She had so much jewelry on her, she could hardly carry it. And what's odd is when she was murdered, the killer left her basket of valuables behind.
So I reckon he didn't kill her for the money.
I'm betting it's Von Groll.
She said someone followed her on horseback from Kuttenberg. She tried to lose him, but apparently wasn't able to.
On horseback? I don't suppose she described him, did she?
Only as a wealthy type who never got too close.
That doesn't fit in with the previous murders.
I think it's definitely Von Groll, considering we've not even met him doing this whole investigation.
Father Prokop came looking for Zdena and nearly cursed her on the spot.
What did he have in common with a thief?
He had also looked after her, but unlike Yarka, she ended up on the street, and he took it badly. Zdena tried to rob young von Grolle. It's possible she succeeded.
Von Grolle. Yarka worked for them, didn't she?
And a ring.
Ah, that whole family is suspicious.
Assumptions. Nothing more.
I'd say it's pretty obvious. Why else would I have found that ring on her?
They just left the ring by her body. That's odd, isn't it?
It wasn't by her body. It was inside of it. I don't know if she swallowed it herself or someone shoved it in her.
Ah, that's awful. But I can't say it surprises me.
My mouth is starting to hurt from all this blabbering.
So are my ears and head.
Come now, we're nearly there. We just need to find our suspect. So, Henry, who do you think did it?
I suspect one of the Von Grolles.
What leads you to think that?
Are you sure it wasn't William?
Yarka was their maidservant until she started rebelling, right?
Yes. Do you think she was rebelling because of someone in particular?
Perhaps the young lord?
That's possible.
Zdenna robbed Von Grolle.
That's true.
It's all coming together, isn't it?
Zdenna was followed by someone on a horse. Von Grolle could afford a horse.
That's not so sure, is it? And maybe the horse was stolen or borrowed.
But it certainly worsens the case for him. That much is true.
Alice had a young and wealthy suitor. And young Von Grolle fits both descriptions.
True, true.
We could be getting somewhere.
Yarka was pregnant. And if the father was young Von Grolle, it would make sense if he got rid of her.
Sakura, you're right.
Yeah, I
But
am.
William could have fucked her too. Just saying.
Von Grolle also groped Stanya, and his servant drove her away.
Ah, fucking bastard.
That's more than coincidence, isn't it? It really must be one of them.
And that's all I can pin on him.
So, do we agree that it was young Von Groll?
Well, old Von Grolle can't do much now, can he?
So do we really agree that our most likely suspect is young Von Grolle?
Aye. I agree.
I don't have a problem with it. Little rich boys are capable of anything. But what are we gonna do about it? Our suspicions aren't enough.
They'll just laugh at us without something more tangible.
So, you wanna search their house?
There's nothing else we can do. There must be a clever way to do it.
We have to find some evidence. None of our conjecture is enough. What will we do?
You could sneak in there.
Or break in?
Catherine, that's not necessary. The young lad wants to learn swordsmanship, and the old one is sick and always calling for a physician.
So I can either pretend to be a sawbones, or a swordsman, or break in? That's a lot of options.
You're a clever lad. You'll figure it out.
Alright, so we have our options. I feel like going in as a swordsman is probably our best. So that's what we shall do. Which we probably can't do that until the daytime. Before then, however, I do need to actually rob this house over here. I think there'd be more guards outside. But then again, I mean, I guess there can't be a guard everywhere at all times. Let me refresh myself on what we're doing. Okay, so we need to break into his cellar.
guard sees you sneaking around without a torch.
It's filthy dead, damn it.
I think we need to find where the cellar is.
Greetings!
I'm gonna put the torch away, but we can't see anything. Wow. Can't be that easy, right? Now, would you look at that?
And damn, maps of hiding places. Bakervet's really was involved in some shady business.
I'll have nothing against robbing a thief. Which I think that's just his. I'll take that though. This seems to just be his, well.
Damaged statuette of St. Mary Magdalene. Certainly stolen. The question is, why did Bakervet's keep it?
Let's take a look at those maps we got. Okay. I feel like we just went in a circle. Missed a lot of things when I was in here last time, didn't I? I'm gonna leave this cell. It sells well, I just don't want to carry it. I'll take those actually. Or that, I guess. I thought it was more than one. Mustard. I think we need mustard. Hey, what's that? Nice. This is actually a nice little smuggler stash they have here. Have a shield with a pretzel and be the pretzel knight. Then again, that sounds really dumb. After all, who would want to be the pretzel knight? And the treasure. So are we not done in there?
God, a wedding dress? And with old dry bloodstains? Could it be some secret murder?
We need to go out there. Where we do that? Hmm. It's right out that way.
Easy. Easy. Nice and slow. Go! Come on. Whoa!
Was this one of them? This one looks like it's near a tree. I think that's where we are. Let's go into this deer spot.
What is it, Mutt?
Yeah, we don't need that, buddy. Thanks anyway. I think this is it, 'cause there's the nest. That's a problem. Where is my bow? Let's wait until it's daylight so I can actually see. New question, where'd that nest go? Let's see. Shot it here, so I had to go this way. I think that's the chest right there. I've opened it already. Yeah. Has to be. Yeah, it has to be it. Alright. Let's see, the next one is... Okay. Ahushowitz. It's probably here. Yeah, it's right there. It's on the map. Okay. Let's continue this then. I'll try to remember to get that.
You there, halt. Come here.
Look what the cat dragged in. Greetings.
Easy. Easy. Nice and slow.
I was thinking the guards are talking to me when you do that.
Go.
Ka!
Whoa, whoa.
Greetings to you. You're new here, right? All right, man.
Was there something you wanted?
Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see. What's your name, pal?
Henry.
Kvietoslav. Pleased to meet you. Well, Henry, you can't read and write by any chance?
I can.
Brilliant. You're just the man I've been waiting for.
Really? What do you need?
Someone trustworthy who could help me write this Business letter.
And you were just waiting in case one happened to walk past? Isn't there a scribe in Kuttenberg?
Of course there is. It's just that I don't trust the bugger. And his assistant, even worse. While you strike me as a trustworthy fella.
Sure.
What's more, I can tell at first glance you ain't local, so my trade secrets are of no use to you.
So, you want me to write a letter for you and keep it hush-hush?
I couldn't have put it better myself.
What do I get for writing it?
A whole heap of coin, pal. It's really important for me. I don't mind giving you a groschen for every word.
Really? How long will the letter be?
Very long. There's a lot I need to say.
This is really suspicious.
What kind of letter is it, exactly?
Like I said, it's an important business letter. There's some matter I need to settle with this Kuttenberg burger.
Are you offering him something?
Aye. You could say that, actually. It's kind of like a business offer.
All right. I'm certain we can work something out.
Brilliant. But before we get started, could you take a look at this? Just to test you.
What's this supposed to be?
I was given this here parchment by one wandering student. He said it's a love poem.
How many miles you've wandered at such a grueling pace? Rest your feet, dear maiden. Sit here upon my face. That sounds more like bawdy verse than a love letter.
Is that what it says? Bugger. You know what? You can keep it. But it's clear you can read, so let's get down to work.
Where are we going to write the letter? I can see neither parchment nor an inkwell here.
Oh no, we can't write it here. Too many curious ears round here.
Well then...
You have to go to Kuttenberg, in the northern part of town, known as the Miners' District. I have my office. Enter the city by that gate. Keep going straight until you pass the town hall. Keep the markets on your right. Go as far as the city wall, and there it is. The building may look a bit run down from outside, but don't worry about that. Go in, and my business partners will be waiting for you there.
Hello. It's going okay.
Right, so I go to the city, and in the miners' district, I find your office. Well, they'll dictate the letter to me and pay me.
That's right. There's one more thing, though. Tell them two in the office that justice is worth more than silver, so they know it's me what sent you.
You have a password? Why?
You know, when coin's at stake, you can't trust anyone. But that's enough chit-chat. Off you go, don't keep them waiting. And welcome to the world of Kuttenberg businessmen. Care, sir?
No, it's just the game I'm playing through currently. I guess currently you could say it's my main game. That's probably downstairs. What am I doing? That's locked. Well, I don't know. Oh. Makes a lot more
Was
sense.
darf's heute Morgen sein?
I have some hot goods for you.
Was?
Rap sent me to you.
I don't buy any rodents. Wouldn't you rather have something to drink?
I'll have a big-eyed monkey.
Verstehe. And who are you looking for, mein Freund?
I had a chance to get to know innkeeper Bakervetz a little better. He had a few interesting items hidden in the cellar.
A few rags and a piece of rusty scrap metal. And Red told you I know where to sell this stuff.
She just told me the password. Nothing about the middleman.
Na prächtig. That is the agreement. But this junk is worthless.
I used to play Dead by Daylight, not so much anymore.
Bakervetz has influential friends among the Kuttenberg councillors. The guild will do well to have some dirt on him.
Gut, you have recht. But if I don't like it, we're done. Gut, abgemacht. Here's the money. Stop by once you have something better for sale, mein Freund.
That was easy to accomplish. What else we have? Okay, that's the letter. Alright, so we're gonna have to go do that.